Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be making a flower of 6 petals. You will be able to make 2 different variations, a single layer and a double layer. Below are listed the supplies that you will need. We'll begin with the single layer flower. For this, you will need to cut 6 circles. Each circle will be 4 inches wide. Once the 6 circles are ready, you will actually have to fold each one, first in half and then in 3 parts, forming the shape of a cone. Basically, each cone will become a petal. Then, with a needle and thread, you will have to stitch each petal side by side, forming a circle. Ensure that your stitching is about 1/8 of an inch. I find it easier if I join 3 petals at a time, forming 2 halves. The color of your thread should match the fabric you're using, but for this tutorial we used a different color so that you would be able to see how the stitching should look like. Once the 6 petals are stitched together, then ensure that the center is tight by securing it in the back. Then the last step would be to add the rhinestone to the middle of the flower. You can do that by stitching it if your rhinestone is perforated, but if you have a flat back non-perforated rhinestone, then you can just glue it to the center with a glue gun. For this 1-layered flower, we used medium to heavy China silk fabric. And this flower is pretty much ready. So now we'll move on to the two-layered flower. You will need to cut a total of 12 pieces. 6 will have a width of 4 inches, and the remaining 6 will have a width of 3 inches. You will then create the lower layer by stitching together the circles that are 4 inches wide, and then you will create the upper layer by stitching together the circles that are 3 inches wide. You will then place the upper layer on top of the lower one and stitch them together in the middle. Because we're using a light fabric, in this case tulle, we opted to do a two-layered flower so that it gives it more body and it looks a little bit bulkier. Now we will be adding the rhinestone to the middle of the flower, and because this rhinestone is non-perforated, we'll just use our glue gun to glue it to the middle. Now you can go ahead and use this technique to create more flowers and embellish your favorite items. If you need any additional information, please check the details listed below or write us a comment. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and see you next time. Bye!